that their Zendesk got hit, their support system got hit. So literally, like a couple days ago, a few people who ended up getting an email from the Internet Archive, they were like, whoa, why did I get this response? So for any site, they use a software. A lot of organizations use a software known as Zendesk, which again is designed to be like a customer service desk, a help desk. So, you know, people who come to your site, if they find an issue, they can go and file a support ticket and say, hey, maybe I can't make an account. Maybe this functionality of your website isn't working. It's a support structure, right? And obviously with any support site, there's probably going to be personal information from people filling out that support and so on and so forth. So for a lot of people who were just sitting there, they ended up getting some responses to tickets they put up, you know, maybe a day ago, months ago, years ago even. So at this moment in time, the hacker sent out a message. They said, it's dispiriting to see that even after being made aware of the breach 2 weeks ago, IA has still not done the due diligence of rotating many of the API keys that were exposed in their GitLab secrets. As demonstrated by this message, this includes a Zendesk token with permissions to access over 800,000 support tickets sent to info@archive.org since 2018. So whether you are trying to ask a general question or requesting the removal of your site from the Wayback Machine, your data is now in the hands of some random guy. If not me, it'd be someone else. Here's hoping that they'll get their shit together now. So this is one of those examples, and from what I believe is not so much a nefarious hacker, but somebody that you would classify as maybe like a white hat hacker, at the best a gray hat person, you know, somebody that, you know, actually does, you know, computer intrusion, network intrusion, but they're not out there to be completely malicious. Like, he's basically making an example and telling you things are still messed up, your personal information is still not safe, and hopefully this organization gets their stuff together. Now, the Internet Archive is not like a government agency. It's not a branch of the US government, so they don't really get those permissions afforded to them cybersecurity-wise. It really is just a nonprofit organization. So with the issues that they're going through right now, the constant hacks, it is definitely one where people are considerably worried about like what the future holds for this organization. Like, what the fuck could happen? Now, when you look at the original hack for the situation too, the way that they ended up actually confirming it was one user, Troy Hunt, one individual who runs Have I Been Pwned. Great site, by the way, if you want to check out, have you actually had your stuff in part of a data breach, which I would wager that 95% of the people watching this video have had their information in part of some data breach somewhere. Truly, it's a scary world out there. Then what they did was, you know, Troy had received a portion of this data set where he basically dug up one individual that he knew, Scott Helm, and basically said, hey, is this your password? Is this your hashes? And Scott was like, oh yeah, it is, which is how you confirm that a leak is valid, okay? You gotta be able to confirm that the data you've been sent actually has some validity to it, which unfortunately in the case of the Internet Archive, yeah, it seems like actual information was breached. My information's breached, everyone's information, whoever was on that site, is breached. So again, to go back to the actual people running the hack. So when the Internet Archive was taken down by SN Black Meadow and they took clear, like, you know, obvious like mention of it, and they brought up their political implications, obviously, let's just get one thing right. A DDoS attack is not, in my opinion, you know, some crazy hack. What they effectively did was they flooded the Internet Archive servers with so many requests that they basically took the site down. So realistically, the actual hack were the people stealing the actual data, the big giant 6 gigabyte file that contained 30 million plus records. The people that were actually running the fucking like DDoS attack are most definitely script kiddies who clearly, you know, to run a DDoS attack, it's so simple these days that you can just download the software pretty much off the internet within 5 minutes and fire it off against your target. In fact, there's plenty, and I've talked about this before, plenty of black market or gray market pen testing services where they will just do DDoS attacks for you. And the thing about DDoS attacks is if, you know, these attacks are happening in the country of Russia, as SN Black Meta claims to be located in, then you get to this issue where, like, literally the the actual, like, aim of law enforcement just cracks right there. Once you're behind the Russian Federation or China or any of these big countries, they're not going to extradite somebody and they're not going to get involved dealing with DDoS attacks, okay? There's really not much you can do as a company other than finding ways to mitigate the DDoS attacks that are being hit towards you, right? Which, again, could be very simple or it can be very difficult depending on the type of requests and how they're being sent, right? So again, these are things you have to kind of worry about. These are things that if you were running these organizations, you would have to worry about. But the people that are DDoSing the Internet Archive, yeah, not really crazy impressive stuff. So again, it makes people kind of speculate and wonder who the hell is actually behind it. Now, the last time I covered it, I basically gave the claim to SN Black Meta because ultimately they're the ones that were taking claim of it, and I really didn't want to jump into actual speculation and conspiracy theory. But that's what I'm going to do right now. So for anybody that doesn't know, the Internet Archive has been facing like an actual lawsuit situation that has been insane. They have been losing their appeals when it comes to massive book companies. And unfortunately, because the Internet Archive actually broke the rules, they violated copyright and basically facilitated piracy, they're losing some of these cases. Now, people have said maybe it's like these big corporate companies that are launching these attacks against the Internet Archive, but I would say that if you're engaged in a lawsuit with somebody, it's probably unlikely that you're going to also commit crimes, which ultimately can be traced back, you know, depending on how well they were performed or how, you know, thoughtlessly they were done back to these companies. I don't think any big company is going to be risking their legal cases or be party to a crime if they're already on the winning side legally against the Internet Archive. Take the morality and ethics out of it. No, I really do think that this kind of an attack is actually more state-sponsored than one would imagine. So honestly, the Internet Archive is probably the last bastion of keeping up like information that a lot of people just don't want. Like there's a lot of tweets, there's a lot of videos that exist that ultimately, if you were to even bring it to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, there's probably a whole fuck ton of war crimes that have actually been recorded, maybe through like Twitter posts, X posts, maybe through like actual videos that have been saved, that maybe the Israeli government doesn't want the world to see, right? Like actual war crimes committed by the IDF. And honest to God, if that is the case, and you've got a country like Israel who's been launching attacks against them, maybe in the hopes of trying to remove information, that might be a logical conspiracy. Just as if a conspiracy involving the Russian government could make sense, if they have war crimes that they've committed in the, country of Ukraine, maybe that could be something they want to remove. Maybe it could be the American government removing stuff. It literally could be any government or agency that wants stuff removed. Now, obviously, they could have probably filed copyright claims. They could have found legal avenues. But, taking down a service like this in the hopes of trying to remove information may have been an actual target for some of these groups. I don't think it's necessarily just script kiddies, because it kind of feels like SN Black Meta is like that Just Stop Oil movement, where their actions are so reprehensible by the normie crowd that it just doesn't make any sense. If you were trying to be an activist in something, it makes no sense, pissing off 99% of the people watching from the sidelines, right? So I really think that maybe at the end of the day, that SN Black Meta group might just be like a cover. But ultimately, what I'm saying is just complete speculation, so I don't want you to take any of it as fact. As of now, the Internet Archive is in this read-only state. So the only silver lining to all of this, the best thing to hear about this, obviously, is again the Internet Archive. Nothing actually ended up being corrupted. They actually deliberately had stopped some of those services just to make sure that the data, which is the most important part, wasn't going to be corrupted or lost, or there wasn't actually some hacker still digging into the system, causing damages behind the scenes. So really good practice by them, the best mitigation that you can do. And honestly, I really do hope that as they go down, the rest of these hacks end up being fixed. So with all of that being said, obviously the Internet Archive is still kind of in a tumultuous place, but it really seems like, hopefully, in my opinion, the worst is pretty much been passed. Now, one of the other things about the internet too, and to kind of tie it off on, is obviously there's been so many crazy hacks that have been happening. Like literally a couple days ago, there was apparently something insane like 6,000 WordPress blogs. So you've probably seen a WordPress blog at some point in your life. It's very common, okay? You probably have used one. You probably have written one. Apparently, they were all hacked.
I don't think so.
6,000 of them were hacked to push info stealer malware, okay? So, literally, you could go on some of these compromised boards and literally see this error message, just one Google Chrome error message, which would freak the fuck out of anyone, right? They'd be like, oh my god, something's going wrong. Maybe I gotta update, fix up these malfunctions. No, this is an actual overlay where once you follow their directions, you will inadvertently get hacked. I mean, these are serious, serious issues that have been kind of blowing up. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the world of computer safety, and I don't make these videos to scare people, I make these videos to inform people in general. But when using the internet, you gotta be real careful. And ultimately, at the end of the day, when it comes to the Internet Archive, it's like, I really do hope they get out of this pretty much scot-free. Like, I hope they actually end up getting everything restored to the best of their abilities. Because at the end of the day, it is the only place on the internet that is storing our collective human digital history. And when it comes to, anything political related, they also store the kind of receipts that people need to prove injustices in the world. So no matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what, stock of life you come from, there is nothing more important than preserving and keeping a record of human history. Just so we don't end up repeating our own mistakes, and just so we end up having something to correct the records, right, going in forward. I know that I'm kind of getting a bit, extrapolate with this whole ending, but it is, I think it should drill into your heads how important this stuff really kind of is, right? And as of now, the only record of digital human history is still currently in a rough spot right now. And it doesn't help the fact that they just keep getting fucking hacked. So hopefully they get their stuff together, hopefully they get their shit fixed up, because I really do worry about losing a piece of human history out of it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.
A coolant cell has been extracted. Security has locked down the coolant cells. We have no choice but to destroy them. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. Coolant cell destroyed. Fuel cell reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown. Your evacuation route. Find a way to open it. Another job well executed.
would you look at you? Worthless, ugly freaks.
I just beat this. I'm watching the credits right now. Wow, that was fast. Holy shit. We got ourselves a certified super gamer in here. Do you want to start Sonic or Shadow? I feel like we start Shadow. We got to. Also, the soundtrack is already going ballistic. This is what F-Zero GX sounds like in my head. With the nostalgia glasses on. Does Shadow have a gun? I heard not only does Shadow have a gun, but there's fully penetrative sex in this. So it definitely went against the mold. This ain't your grandma's Shadow generation. Let's ride. I hope he says damn. That's his first word.
The genius Professor Gerald Robotnik sought to create the ultimate life form. Shadow was raised alongside Gerald's ailing granddaughter, Maria. The military sought to cover everything up. They took the lives of Gerald and Maria and sealed Shadow away. Shadow was bent on revenge.
I'm very excited now.
Reasonable.
At the last moment, Shadow remembered Maria's final wish. To protect her beloved planet and all who lived there.
That's so sweet.
There were more secrets to Shadow's past. After many battles, Shadow crushed Black Doom and his forces. Finally,
This is a good history lesson for me because I don't remember the lore at all. Do they have to put Shadow in cryo sleep every time he goes to bed? Why can't he just lay down on a pillow like the rest of us? God, this is gonna be so weird playing on a keyboard and mouse for this. That'll be alright though.
Juggle.
Wait, what is that? K? Oh wait, I'm just not gonna use the mouse, I bet. Oh Jesus. This is gonna be disastrous. Is there a single other psychopath who plays this keyboard and mouse? This may be the first of its kind. That was pretty clean. Wait a minute, I'm starting to cook now. I missed it.
He fell in the
What was
water.
tutorial? Got it. I feel like I've missed a lot. But it's probably not that big a deal.
He did.
Nice. Good shit, Shadow. Oh, Doom's back. No! I thought you were defeated. Chaos control! Oh, I can't. This is also how the Flash moves in the DC universe. Must be something to that technique. Thanks for the gift, remember, Jorge.
A statue.
Huge
Yay.
pickup, and then I missed every other coin. Love that. Ugh, damn. Oh, I keep missing the
Come on,
coins.
Charlie. You can get a ring.
Wow, I was way off. What's my score? S? S plus? Super smoking style? SSS?
Jerry Stalker. Come for me, bro.
Damn it. There we go.
And that's rank 30. That's all of the Nightwave stuff.
Check this S out. Wow, actually got an A. That's very generous. That's
That is
extremely
generous.
generous. Holy shit! That guy's very cool. Is that Doom? Oh man, the gang's all here too. They even got that goofy crocodile. No, I still have to use the mouse too. So somehow I'm supposed to use... This is silly. I've changed my mind. I am just gonna get controller to work. We're going big picture mode. There's just no way. I'm not playing this like that. Wow.
Okay. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hellion.
That's cool. No, get out. I blew it. I had some momentum going.
Hellion. Ceres, Sedna, and Deimos. Ceres.
Probably still an A. It seems to just give out participation trophies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Terminate. Let's do the... Can we find a capture? Yeah, that ought to work.
Holy shit! She's alive! Why is the mouse on the screen? Oh, I don't know. I just noticed. Why'd you just drop a sayonara on me? What the fuck? Alright. How kawaii.
200 meters?
Then she hits us with one of these. Damn, he's overflowing with power. This actually looks like Nier when you get the spears that come out of the ground.
You found a target. Capture them quickly.
That's cool.
Before they escape.
Never mind, that didn't look anything like Nier in practice, just in the cutscene.
Mission complete. The captain has restored the insurrection. Well done.
Just press L2. Why though? The chaos control just doesn't really do anything to help me right now. I guess maybe in a situation like that, if you're like some kind of like milk drinking baby or something, who can't time the falls right, it'd be helpful because you could just freeze time. But I'm a 30-year-old man. Do you think I can't time my fucking falls? Now it wants me to do it. I missed. I missed them all again. Yikes. Yikes. I strategically avoided pretty much every ring you could find in there. Holy. I missed it. No, oh my god, I went back and fucking smoothed on it. Ooh, who are you? Alright, he's immortal. What happened? I've just got him doing the wiggles right now. How do I kill you?
The world may never know.
I don't know what just happened to me right there, but that gave me some crazy air. I think my goose is cooked. No shot I finish this in a reasonable time frame. Oh god. That just made it much worse.
This is the ultimate power.
Didn't get the
Ultimate
didn't get an A.
power.
As long as I can consistently get A's, I'm happy. I mean, I'm not trying to fucking compete in the Sonic esports or anything, so I'll take A's. Damn it, I really want to get that. I don't know how I reach it though. Reset. Oh god. Man, why can I not land on that platform? I don't know where it goes, but I want to find out. I'm gonna keep doing this until I finally fucking land where I want to. There we go.
Sorry, guys.
What? What kind of fucking baloney? This is going real slow. We are not way past cool on this one. What a shame. Where are all the rings at? I still got Ness. That's way too generous. That was silly. I shouldn't have wasted time on that. That is a very cool ability. So what is the pressing circle for there? Because it seems to do it regardless of if I press it or not. No! Damn that tech though. I failed.
Not bad.
Oh, I had to kill a certain amount. Oh, now that was clean. Easy S. That was super easy.
Chaos control. Let's do this.
Oh, that was clutch. That fucking tickled my cheeks there. Big chaos control moment right there for the city.
Alright, this is the ultimate power.
I missed it. Up! Chaos control, come back! Never mind, I'm good. Oh, I thought that was something I could surf.
Control.
I was right, but I just needed to chaos control. Yeah, I was definitely granny shifting, not double clutching like I should. The bio lizard. What? Why is this even a bad guy? It just looks like a lizard. I can't change my camera. I can't change my camera. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm just supposed to run away. Okay, too far. Am I supposed to do something with that?
Your energy is still pristine.
Weird.
There we go. Smooth, looking real smooth.
I'll show you which is the true ultimate life force.
I can just spam this. Am I supposed to do something special? Easy enough?
This is the ultimate power.
I see. It's like a Dragon Ball Z beam struggle. I have to shoot this back at him. Hiya! Nice. Take that, bitch. I hope I do get to bring out a gun at some point. I feel like we're overdue now. Wasn't a whole lot of fighting the jellyfish there, or the starfish there.
The capture target has vital information that we will need to
But it made some very
extract.
meaty
Leader
sounds.
subject brought back alive.
Room tour win. When it's done.
Stay focused. There's a
Never.
I am enjoying the game a lot so far.
bring them in.
I blew it again. That's fine though.
The captain has been assigned to the extraction point.
Clean. Holy shit, I'm going turbo. Yeah, I'm in it now. I'm waking up. Yeah, I do that now. No, wait. Alright, better. Much better. I've started to game. My third eye has opened. I missed. That's still pretty good. That should definitely be an S. You got me. Thank you. I was going to say. I get an S when I like fucking like fumble through a mission like a zombie, falling over myself, cock in hand. And now that one, I was actually going ballistic, and it almost didn't give me the S, it seems. Damn, that was bad. I thought I could reach the top there. This is not a good start. This is sloppy. I'll be the first to admit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Surely there's a faster way to do this, right? Oh. Yikes. Oh.
Yes, it was.
Sloppy. Sloppy. I went backwards. That was disastrous. That one was disastrous. Oh my god, our first sub A. Yikes. Nope. Nope. I knew it. I knew it. I felt it. That was bad. That was bad. That was big
Stay
bad.
focused. There's a heavy unit
Oof. I missed that. Ooh, oh man, I'm immediately fumbling. That's a little better. That's a little better. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. They didn't believe in the boy. And they regret it now. Yikes, that was bad. And this is to go even further beyond. Here I come. I don't need chaos control. I'm fine without it. Oh, clean. Here I am. That was pretty badass. My brain's not working. Help! Help! There we go. All right. What'd I get there? S? Double S, maybe? What do you think? Wow, actually, give me an A for that. That's so nice. Oh, it's an S! That's so sweet.
Okay, my affinity has been reached for the day.
Get away from her!
Arcana get no more.
Nice.
I think that's enough to buy what I needed. Maybe not. Might have been 100K.
See, now this is looking a lot smoother for me. God, I'm moving so clean right now. Ooh. Fucking silky smooth. Yep. I earned that S. That was actually perfect.
Me.
The Sonic community
That
is
looked good there, man.
studying this VOD in order to try and replicate that run. They won't be able to. They censored the titties too, but that makes sense a bit. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no titties in Sonic. They're hedgehogs. Not OnlyFans models. What are you going on about? What game are you playing? The song that's playing right now sounds really good. It sounds like a Maniac, like a remix of Maniac. Is it? It might be. Oh, nice. Okay, not as good. Huge. Oh, okay. He's popping off on me. It's like a Souls fight now. Anything that has dodging is Souls-like.
Anything that has dodging is Souls-like.
I wanted to hit that. I tried to hit that. Maybe I'm not supposed to hit that. There we go. Outplayed. Sorry, coward. Flawless. Kind of. How is he still alive? There we go. That was my ultimate move, my spirit bomb. And he tanked it.
Most of these are 75.
Huge. Probably not an S. Oh my god, not even an A. What?
100 for that one. I want a companion
Excuse
ribbon.
me?
It'll be tomorrow
On
then.
the left. But oh well. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. What? Jesus Christ! I can't control the squid. No, no, I got it. I put the cart before the horse. That's gonna cost me. Okay, I'm falling apart. Yep. Yikes.
Okay.
Not the squid.
So tomorrow I've got to pick up another one.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Yeah, that one was rough. I fell apart hard. Oof. I just can't control the squid. That shit is just a fucking Bronco. Damn. Oh my god. What are you doing? I think there's still a chance of an S. I'll just say it. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Let's see. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a squeeze.
No.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, but I squeak it out. You know what I mean? You fucking smell me? That's just how you do it. That is just how you do it. Sonic, what are you doing here? Oh, the city escape.
Shadow. The blue hedgehog. Of all places. Well then, it'll be a date to die for.
Ooh. Grim. Very edgy. Wait, we actually about to team up in here? Holy. I can already see the deviant art from that pose right now. Ooh, hey, wait a minute.
Nice hustle, but I won this one. So I'm taking the emerald.
That's... I mean, it's yellow, so that's not really an emerald.
No! What a save. Holy. And then I blew it, and then I blew it. And then I threw it. Why?
It's more of a
I was looking so good there.
tree sap.
Okay, that's a little better. What the fuck?
Amber.
What is happening to me? What is going on?
You're bouncing off the walls, Charlie.
Oh, I see. There we go. Damn. The squid is by far the hardest part of the game. That controls like you're like drunk and stumbling around. Like, it doesn't work the way that like it would in my head, you know what I mean? I'm getting better controlling the squid. That's all very promising. There we are. Next boss! This one was a 4-key boss, so this one must be pretty fat. This guy must be chunky. Oh, this is a
Sure,
big one.
that's how it
Part of
works.
Doom Squad.
A seal of some sort?
Oh! It's an ambush! I vaguely remember this guy.
And restore myself to the timeline.
What do I have to do here? Oh. Ah, nice. Offensive squid attack. Oof. That is actual Dragon Ball Z combo shit right there. Get off me! Oh, clean! Who's next? Oh shit. Man, this guy's got a lot of different forms. Oh! Close, gotcha. Oh, that's very unlucky. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, uh-oh, uh-oh, we're falling apart, we're falling apart.
Control!
Jesus. That goes hard. This is the first, like, sentient thing that I'm murdering. Everything else has been machines. I wonder how Shadow will respond.
There is no future for you. Ever.
Good shit. That's gotta be an S. Yeah, for sure. That's about as clean as it get. What?
Don't be frightened.
No! Doom, don't do it.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Yes, the warrior that will destroy you.
Oof. Damn. Bye,
Jilted girlfriends are hard to deal with, yo.
dirty rat.
Professor, what do you think he means he learned from our last encounter?
I surmise you defeated him at some point in the future. He has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Oh no, he's losing himself. Doom is awakening inside of him.
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are.
You clearly never played the original Xbox game.
Because without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light.
Oh, bullshit, that's why you named him Shadow, Maria. Absolute nonsense. Hogwash.
I want you to be happy.
See, your bullshit scared him.
Challenge. Trials of the Endless.
Oh, okie. Well, I was getting ready to do a Steel Path stuff. We're doing an endless mission, huh?
Yo, hydrate my mans.
Can do. How you doing tonight? Nice. Once human. I think I know what that is. I haven't played it though. Hey, Abiel. Ah, so maybe I don't know what it is. Can't turn the fan on. Nope. 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 Man, I got a lot of stuff building up today. Yeah, it's true. Try it. If you don't like it, you didn't spend any money. Office fan. It'll be on in a second. Takes it a moment to crank up. I'm not sure what you typed there, Abiel. I had a lot. The fuck you say? You I say? I don't know. Let's see. I've got to do an endless mission. You are dead. Sorry, man. That ought to be fun. Actually, if I'm going to go out, I might as well just go my pre-made thing for it so that I can at least do electric damage. That one comes up pretty often. Kill stuff with electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Donate blood and get a radiograph. Ah. Yesterday I didn't stream because I went to bed, and 2 hours later my wife called and told me to pick her up, take her to the hospital. So I spent the day in the ER. So my sleep schedule was fucked. Yeah, you should go take care of that, Abio. No, but she's okay. Not good, though. She's, the right-hand half of her body is getting weak and feels like it's not always there. Like she's losing strength in it, and more it feels like it's floating. Because of a friend's father. Hey, you're still doing it. That's good. So they did a CT scan, an MRI. It's not her where they removed the tumor. He needs blood. Hey. You're doing something good. We didn't know if she had like a stroke or something. They didn't see any signs of it. Yeah. So you're doing a good thing. More energy efficiency.
Do not damage it further. Use the synthesis device. No, 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 no! You've wasted this specimen. Was I wrong to entrust synthesis to you?
Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers. The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But you need to leave. Extraction is ready. These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy them. specialists are scanning for targets. They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters. The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new. The Grenier and Corpus came here in search of treasure, but only found oblivion. They are trespassers here. You are not. Hiding Lua in the void risks the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these void-stained enemies. will soon attack.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of you now. I have just the spot in the kennel for her.
The queens have sought out Warframes before, or sought to present them with yours. We cannot let the worm have Voluna. Void signatures, but outside the corrective. We are draining your life support, and fast. Eliminate them quickly. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.
%44 of the damage. Get off. There we go. Oh, they're leaving. Heard chimes.
Sentient states. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack.
Every third melee attack does 200% toxin. That's kind of cool.
The Grenier and Corpus came here in search of treasure. With only
Hello.
Oblivion. They are trespassers here. You are not. Void signatures, but outside the corrupted.
Hey,
Hey Dan, how you doing?
Eliminate them quickly.
not too bad.
How you been this past week?
I'm done with my off days. I was off today and yesterday.
I was in the hospital yesterday.
For yourself or?
Rainy.
Another job well executed.
She felt like the
What
right.
happened?
So the right hand half of her body has been getting weaker and weaker. And
Yeah.
she went to work and they were worried about her, and she felt her part of her face went numb, and she felt like her arms and stuff were like not
Were they like thinking that maybe it's like a blood clot?
yeah,
something?
like we they sent her to the emergency room. Anytime you talk about numbness in your arms and face, then they're like, the doctor was saying that's like a brain thing. Like if you're having weakness in your arms, they're like, well, that could be like a spine thing, right?
Yeah. But if it's your face, then yeah, it's a brain.
If it's like something in your face, then it's like a brain thing. So since she's had a tumor in her brain, they did a CAT scan and MRI, and they couldn't find anything. But we were like, is it like a, stroke? Is it hemorrhage? Is it something like that? And, they didn't see anything. So they scheduled her to go to a neurologist. But she's been getting weaker and weaker. And then she described it as her, like she can move her right hand side, but it's like it's not there. Like, if you just move your toe, you just move your toe. It just does it. But she has to like will it to happen. She has to like tell it. She has to like force it to move. It's just not. It's like it's foreign to her body. Like it's not like her, like.
Is it something like what if you sit on your leg or your arm or your palm or something? And
Yeah, see, it's not the tingles to her. It's not the numb tingles.
Not the tingles. Not the tingles. Just the fact that she doesn't feel. Is she feeling with the part that?
Like she can feel when she touches things, but it's more of the whole like, it's not. It's hard for her to describe. Weird. Like, yeah, that's the way she describes it. It's weird. It's like it's not there, but she can feel it. She can move it. It's there. Like you know how they say humans have 6 senses?
Mm-hmm.
If you actually talk to somebody in the field of that type of thing, we have like 15 senses. Did you know that?
I didn't.
So one of your senses is you just know where in space your limbs are. That's one of your senses.
That's just like coordination, basically.
Yeah, but it's more than that. It's actually a sense. Like you can close your eyes, okay? And somebody can move your hand around. You didn't move it. Somebody can grab your hand and move it around, shake you all over, right? And then with your eyes closed, you can touch your nose. Right? Because you intuitively know in 3-dimensional space where all of you is. Like with your eyes closed, you can touch your toes. Like somebody can move your foot. Somebody can move your hand, right?
That's harder.
But you know with your eyes closed where your hand and where your foot is. You can touch your foot. It may not be 100% accurate, but most of the time it is. Most of the time, like 95% of the time, you will touch your foot. Right? Even if somebody moved it. And that is one of your senses. Okay? This understanding where your limbs are in space. Okay? Like, you have a sense of up. Like, you can feel, like, the pull of gravity, and you know which direction up is. It's another sense. Like, there's a bunch of these, and they're, like, more complicated than just the way that I'm describing them. Like, when the people who actually study these things, like, really go into depth into what they are. For, like, her, that sense of, like, where isn't always there for the right hand side of her. Right? Like, where her hand might be for the right hand side. It's things like that. Right? And the right hand half of her body is getting weaker. Like, we're going to the gym and she's working out, but the right hand side isn't getting stronger. It's getting weaker. Right? So, with her face going numb, and her speech was getting impaired because of it, you know, they sent her to the hospital. So I went to bed 2 hours later. I got a call because they wouldn't let her drive by herself. She's like, you know, somebody needs to come and get you and follow you. She's like, I'm fine. I can drive. She's like, no, somebody needs to be there in case something happens. So I spent the day at the ER. And like, they're like, oh, your brain looks fine. You have a healthy looking brain. The CT scan, the MRI is good. You need to go see a neurologist. Which she does. But because we have the best healthcare system in the world, she has to wait until January. Like, she went and had this stuff, the tumor took out in February, but she can't see one until the next year.
That sucks.
Because we have the best healthcare. And that's just when she'll have a chance to start going see one the next year. That's not when her actual appointment is. That's when she can start scheduling an appointment, which it could be another 2 or 3 months before she gets an appointment. Because we have the best. So she was out of work today. She goes back. She goes back tomorrow.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Life. You know.
Yeah.
It's fine. She was all apologizing the whole day. And I'm like, look, sweetie, I'm here. Sickness and health. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not like you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna start feeling bad, and this is what I'm gonna do, like scheming about it, like.
Yeah. It's nothing that she can control. It's not her fault. There's nothing that she needs to be sorry about.
These past few days, I spent half of my days off playing a game.
What you
with
playing?
my friend. I got a board game.
Oh. What game is
That's
it?
kind of like softcore
Porn?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
No. They're all guys. That I wouldn't play that with them. So the game's called Carrack. and it's basically you all start at the spawn, and then you start moving in directions, and then the map generates as you go.
Yeah. Is it little tiles that you lay down? Like you go to the edge of the tile and then you lay down another tile and you pull tiles from a stack of tiles until you like shuffle. Yeah, I've never played that before. And each room has a skull on the floor, and that's where you put the enemy if an enemy spawns in it.
Well, it doesn't have a skull, but you have to grab from like a bag a random enemy or a chest or something.
Slightly different one then. But yeah, I played that kind. We have 2 of them. We have like 2 or 3 of that kind of game.
And you have different type of characters that each have 2 passives.
Yep.
Which change the way you play the game. For example, one, every time he dies, he teleports back to the fountain immediately. Like normally you would have to manually go there.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
And then you have to roll the dice to see how much damage you're doing and if you can beat the mob that you're fighting. And that character, if he doesn't like the way he first rolled, he can roll the second time. There's also the sorcerer, which can switch places with other people, like on the map. And he can trade one of his lives for +1 damage for that turn. There's the mage that can walk through walls, and he can use the spells infinitely. It's not a one-time use and then discard it. There's the thief that can get past it, enemies. You can choose to fight them or not. Normally you can't do that. You're obligated to fight them if you want to go a certain way or if you discover them. Also, the thief wins any equal matchings. Like, if the enemy has 7 HP and you roll a 7, then you win. Normally you lose. What else is there? The Oracle, which has +1 damage in any fight, and instead of pulling 1 monster or something from the back, you can pull 2 and choose which one to place down. What else? I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, and the gladiator with that one. I fucking hate that one. I hate to play. I fucking hate playing him because he revolves around the dice. So if you roll a 1, you can re-roll that dice. And if you re-roll it into a 1, you can re-roll it again. You can re-roll it until it's not a 1 anymore. And if you roll a 6, while you're battling with something, and you kill it, you can continue your turn. Only that's an action. Once you do an action in the game, your turn ends. But I have terrible luck with the dice, so I fucking hate that guy. And I ordered the expansion pack for it. Sadly, I had to order it from like another country because in my country, on every shop that I was searched for it, it's out of stock. So,
I thought you were going to say they consider it witchcraft and you burn at the stake.
Nah. And it's going to take like a week or 2 to get here. And I'm excited because that one has arenas, which once discovered, you have to take another player into the arena with you. And the player that wins can take an item from the other player that lost.
Oh.
Also, it has the Karak boss in it. When discovered, the player that discovered, when discovered, the weakest player, determined by how many lives he has, how many items he has, how many treasure chests he has, becomes Karak. Karak has all the abilities of all the people at the table. Also, there's a bunch of new characters. I only remember one of them because I remember he's broken as shit. The Barbarian.
The best kind. Broken as shit.
Because each life that he misses gives him +1 damage.
Yeah.
So basically, that character with the best weapons and the best spells can have...
Wait, barbarians can have spells?
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody can have spells.
Huh.
So he can have 4, 6, 10, 13 damage without the dice. And the boss of the game has 15 HP.
Yeah, I'll have to kill him.
Yeah, that shit is broken as fuck. But yeah, I've been playing that with the friends. I had one of my friends had... So there's 12 treasure chests in the game, and those are the winning points. So whoever has the most of them at the end of the match, and the dragon has been defeated, wins the game. And one of my friends, out of 12, he had 5. And I was so goddamn pissed off because he was basically just a fucking raccoon the whole game. Like, I kept going on searching for stuff. I didn't have a key for the chest. He had a key. Comes up from behind me, takes the chest. Then I discover a key. I lose the dice against it. He takes the key, and then I discover a chest, and he takes the chest.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Yeah. So basically what I did, I was playing the sorcerer. I switched places with him, where he was. Switched my weapons because I had a +3 axe and a +2 sword. You can have 2 weapons equipped. Switched them with some daggers that were on the floor, because if you have too many weapons and you want to change it with the better one, you have to drop the one that you're not using. And I switched them with the 1-in-1 dagger. And then I switched places with another friend that was at the table, and then he had 4 chests. And I told them, you take these weapons, I'll go towards the dragon and switch places with you again, and you're gonna beat the dragon, because the dragon gives you a chest that is 1.5 points. So it's not a normal chest, it's like slightly more valuable than the normal chest. So he would have 5.5 instead of 5 of the other guy. So he won because of that. That the guy got so mad. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Serves you right. Being a goblin looting piece of shit. The match that we played tonight was pretty funny. I mean, I didn't do anything that match, because everything happened to spawn like really far away from me, and I got really shit luck at dice when I came to fighting my own battles. So I ended up with 1 chest, I think, and just two daggers that give you +1 damage. But towards the end, everybody, like, everything has been looted. The whole map was generated. We had no more tiles to put down.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody from all the corners of the map were just fucking rushing the dragon. Just
Murder.
fucking free for all at the dragon. And next month I want to get Character 2, which involves a bit of strategy as well. It's a
Not
bit
just
different
getting the
because
broken guy.
you place tiles the same as in the first one, but some of these tiles have resources on them, like wood, stone, and food. And you need to build your city so you could build more stuff on your city, like a barracks, shooting range, a stable, stuff like that, portal. And you need those resources for that. And you also need resources to hire soldiers. And you have two types of soldiers: the warriors, the archers, and the mages. And when you hire one of them, you're given the dice with the specific color of the type they are. And each dice has like different sides. So the warrior doesn't have many sides with a lot of damage on them, but also has very few sides with the skull on it, meaning the soldiers will die. The archers have like 50-50, and the wizards have, I think they have two sides with 3 damage on them each, but also have like 3 sides where they can die. So 2 is really fun because towards the end of the game, you're basically rolling like a handful of dice. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this past few days.
Sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. All my friends were kind of like sketchy about it. Like, seems kind of boring. But when you're fighting for like that one item or like trying to mess up the other one's like, I don't know, plans and stuff, it becomes really fun.
This is good.
I think I need to change my wisp builds around.
No. Oh. Just, I'm laying down in bed because I need to go to sleep soon. So if I become unresponsive,
I'm used to it.
Fuck you.
Am I not?
Just because you're telling the truth, that doesn't mean I can tell you to fuck off.
True. I'm gonna edit this one and call it Molt. Flower. This one gives, no, it's 1,014. Ooh, not 924, it's 1,014. $1014. so these are 1014 plus ones.
Ooh.
Yeah. And is this one also 1014? Yep, I need to edit that one.
If lost upon the plains outside seas, you may derive sustenance from mineral-dense termite droppings, which the Ostrons call Ito Da.
HP plus armor strip.
I forgot the name of the game, but I remember playing with another group of friends. Something like with spies and stuff, but also like still medieval kind of. So you didn't have characters, but you had like teams. You had the blue team and the yellow team.
Mm-hmm.
And the card that you were given would have two sides. One that was blue that everybody would see, and the other side would be either the same color or a different color, like of the opposing team. If you had a different color under it, that meant you're a spy. So you were meant to tell everybody that you're on the team that it's showing upwards, but actually you're on the other team. So I don't remember exactly how it was played because we played this like a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something. Basically, the spies had to mess up the teams, and the teams had to gather as much gold as possible to win more than the other team. So I was a spy. Somebody checked me because it was an ability, like a telescope or something. I remember it was to check, like look at my card, like what's the other side of my card.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy was from like the other team that I was supposed to be helping in secret, you know?
Uh-huh, yeah.
So he looked at the card and was like, interesting. And then he said, wait, isn't this supposed to be blue on both sides? It's like, you fucking moron. You fucking stupid piece of shit. But like, he kept, like, messing with me the whole game. Like, I got so mad, I was ready to throw hands. Like, I really got angry. Because he really kept messing me up. Only to find out he was the other spy. Well, it made sense, but I was still so goddamn angry. Because it didn't make sense in my head until the end of the match when I saw what he was. Why he was messing with me. I thought he was doing it just to fuck with me, you know? Because that has been a recurring theme in the board games that we play. That I'm the first one to die, or like in the game that I've told you earlier, there's a curse. The one with the dungeon.
Uh-huh. So he did the right thing. Instead of being stupid, doing the wrong thing, since he was supposed to be helping your team figure out that you're the traitor.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know that. So
Yeah,
I thought he was being
stupid,
a dick
like he didn't
again.
know how to do it. Yeah. The quinky dink.
I thought he was being a dick like he was in the other games that we played, you know?
I shouldn't have rinsed that. That sucks.
In the game with the dungeon, there's a curse. When you defeat the mummy, you can place a curse on somebody. And for 2 turns, that player cannot use his abilities. At all. And I was made to be the boss, the one that has all the abilities of all the people. And I had that curse placed on me the whole fucking match. Like, I could not do shit. Then we played the game with like unicorn cards.
Unicorn.
Basically, you have a stable where you place your unicorns. you have them in your hand, and then you place them on the table, and they have like different. Some of them have effects. Some of them are just basic. And you need to get up to 5. When you have 5 on your table, you win. So I had a fat one that counts as 2. And I had 4 at the time, including the one that counted as 4. And somebody gave me a card that nullifies all the effects of all my unicorns. So basically that one was just a basic one. It didn't count as 2 anymore. On top of that, another guy gave me a card which doesn't allow me to have more than 4 unicorns on the table. And that was in the same night. Like, that night, I remember I was so goddamn pissed off. I think that's why I got so drunk.
These board games aren't good for your health, man.
And then do you know the game Mafia?
No, I don't know Mafia.
Basically there are civilians, a doctor, a police officer, and 1 or 2 Mafia, depending on how many people are. There could be more Mafia and more doctors or police if you're playing with a lot of people. But for like 6 to 7 people, that's basically the roundup. And then there's a person that tells a story. So you give each person a card saying what they are, and they have to keep it secret. It's basically like where Among Us came from.
Oh.
This is like an old game, like has a bunch of like 30, 40 years. And it's Russian inspired, by the way. So the civilians cannot do anything at all except vote during the day. There's a day and there's a night. In the night, everybody closes their eyes, and the storyteller says, "Mafia, open your eyes up and pick your target." You have to be like kind of quiet so that people don't hear you, like moving and stuff. But they have to point or like tell you somehow who they're gonna kill in that night. So they pick a target, then you tell them to go back to sleep. You ask the nurse, "Nurse, wake up. Who would you like to save?" If they get the same person that the Mafia picked, they're saved. They won't die that night. If not, that person dies anyway. Like the one that was picked by the Mafia. Then you tell the nurse to go to sleep. You tell the police officer to wake up. Who would you like to investigate? They pick a person and you tell them if they're Mafia or not. Then they go to sleep and daylight comes. And you have to tell a story about how the person died, if they died, or if they were like about to die and were saved by the nurse. And based on that story and what you're telling or what they're hearing and so on and so forth, they have to discuss like who they think the Mafia is. And the Mafia wins when the same number of good people is the same number as bad people. Like, for example, 1 Mafia, 1 civilian or whatever, or 2 Mafia or 2 civilians. That's what they win. The Mafia has to kill like people. The others have to figure out who the Mafia is and kick them out. It's basically Among Us, but it's just a bit more old-fashioned. And we were playing that, and in the beginning, like 10 rounds, like 10 matches that we played, I was a storyteller because I was the one that came up with the idea and knew how to play the game. But then I kind of wanted to play. And as soon as I started playing, I was the one killed like first night, 3 matches or 4 matches in a row. That's why I say, like, I don't know, my friends just have it in me, like, have it in for me. whenever you play something. Alright, I should play Mafia with this group of friends. I'm curious how it'll go. This group of friends is a bit more direct in the way of thinking and speaking. Not necessarily dumb, just I don't know.
Not necessarily dumb.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. Like, not dumb. I'm not saying they're dumb. Because they aren't, but I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. They're more normal. Okay? That's what I meant to say. Anyways, what's the game called when you have a word and you have to explain it without using any synonyms or the word itself?
Charades.
Charades? Yeah. I remember when we were drunk, we played charades. But this is all I remember about it because I was pissed drunk. My best friend's girlfriend said was guessing and somebody was explaining. And the person that was explaining said, it's big, has lines, is green, and you can eat it. Oh, not lines, stripes. Sorry. My
Cucumber?
bad. A cucumber has stripes?
They can.
They
can. Same thing like a watermelon. Those can have a watermelon. There you go.
The answer was watermelon. Do you want to know what she said?
Sure, yeah.
Said zebra.
A dead zebra?
No, just zebra.
But they're not green. Yeah. You ever seen a zebra?
And you can eat it? Who the fuck eats zebras?
I mean, you can eat a zebra if you can catch and kill one.
Yeah, but who the fuck eats zebra? Like, that's not something you describe as eatable. But she was also very drunk, dude, but we were laughing so hard when she said that. Poor guy that was stuck. So she was in my team, and
I'm sorry.
It was me, her, and another person. The other person was so fucked for having us two in his team because we were the most fucked up at the table. I remember I started laughing. And I kind of like leaned forward when I was laughing, but I couldn't stop my momentum because I was so goddamn drunk. So I just went like face first into the table, like full power. Funny enough, nothing hurt the next day.
That's good.
I didn't have any bruises or anything. But I remember after that, after I got back up, I think like a few minutes passed. I mean, that's the way I remember it. My friends told me that I had like a very serious face on. and I said something along the lines like, I think I'm gonna die. And then I went to puke and didn't stop for like 4 hours. And then I slept 3 hours, and then I had to work 18.
Oof.
Yeah, that was a rough day. I was eating like pickles all day. Eating pickles while sitting and doing my job in between two like huge pots of boiling wine. That fucking sucked. So my friend told me like, hey man, I don't know, I didn't want to tell you because I feel like you might slip up, but I feel like you felt something. Because that night after, because that was on New Year's Eve, in between the years, he proposed to his girl. But he didn't tell me. He told me after he did it. Because he thought I might like slip up or something. And he was amazed, like it felt like I knew something. Because I got so drunk. I've never gotten that drunk before. I do not have an ounce of sleep in me. And I really should.
Be just a second. Nat and your mic is on. I was just telling the random Russian person that their microphone was on. I don't think they heard.
Might not even understand you.
Probably not. I just hear like, who knows what language that is. They left.
Oh, they got embarrassed.
I don't know. They finally left. Mission was over. But you were saying.
I wanted to ask you, am I annoying when I ramble so much?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. Don't expect me to remember things. Because I can barely remember normal stuff. I mean, I might remember a little bit about the board game because it was kind of interesting. But, you know, the board games, plural. But, you know.
Hey.
What?
What's that mean? That the rest that I've said that you haven't remembered is not interesting? Piece of shit?
I mean, it's like some things my brain just kind of latches onto. It's what my brain latches onto more than others, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
sure. I'm kidding. I don't care.
Some things more than others.
I never tell people stuff with the thought of like, oh, I hope they remember this for like the rest of their lives. Not.
I try to remember what I can, but most stuff, I ain't gonna remember it.
It only irks me when I tell somebody something like today and later they forget it, or tomorrow. Like, come on, that's too short of a span to forget.
The excavator has lost power. Find another cell and bring it to the unpowered excavator.
But further than that, you're like, yeah, it's understandable. Like, I'm not talking about like, I'll tell you that we'll talk tomorrow about something and you forget. Because that's fair if you forget. But if I come to talk to you and you act like you don't know what's happening,
I had a
then
stroke.
then that's when that's when it starts to bug me, you know? Like if you're not
Sure.
even remembering during the action, then
Makes sense.
there's stand-up comedian in Romania that said something like, "Men have planetary brain cells that wipe the brain non-stop.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit.
Everything you throw at it fucking gets cleaned away." But if their girls say something along the lines, "If you don't do this, I won't give you a blowjob ever," they'll write that in fucking stone. Or something along the lines. It doesn't really translate that bad. Like that good. Funny enough, I'm pretty proud of my memory.
I mean, if you got it, might as well be proud of it. I don't got it, so I don't take pride in it.
Like
Something
I know,
I
I
ain't got.
remember stuff since I was like 4 years old.
I
think
remember some stuff when I was a baby, but I don't remember
3.
specific things.
I
Like
remember
names.
I remember the colors and like the smells. What I was seeing, the sounds.
Extraction available. You may leave now or continue.
I say I'm proud of my memory because at work, that's one of the one of the best things about me at work that other people don't have, my memory. Because if I hear an order once, almost every time I know what that was. Even if like half an hour has passed. Like I'll keep track of it and I'll remember what it was. And I don't really forget to like make something, for example. But forgetting to make something, I guess that's more about being organized.
Sure.
Because I'll basically, even if it doesn't have to get started yet, I'll put the meat that has to be cooked on like trays, small trays. And I know this is this order, this is that order.
I saw a slap band that helps with that stuff for people whose memory isn't quite as good.
What do you mean a slap band?
It's a wristband that you just kind of touch to your arm and it goes like, "I want to be here," and it grabs you. So they call it a slap band, because you just kind of slap it to yourself and it like wraps around your arm. Oh, I wonder if that guy's here again. No. Hallow. Hey, Hallow, your microphone's on. We can hear your TV set.
Tonight, exclusive news from Fox News.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Was that Dan?
I said tonight,
Excavator is ready to go.
exclusive and important stuff from Fox News.
Excavator destroyed. That artifact is now lost to us.
Something was underwhelming on the TV set back there? I told him we could hear his anime. He's like, oh.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
Also played some Risk of Rain today with the friend. You know the game?
What game?
Risk of Rain.
Risk of Rain? Kinda. I think I watched you play it before. But I haven't actually played it myself.
Mm. It's a very hectic, try to survive, shooter, looter kind of stuff. You pick a character and then you spawn into worlds. You have to kill enemies, they drop gold. With the gold you open chests to get items. It gives you various types of stats. You have to survive as long as possible. Or until you beat all the waves. I think it goes up until wave 50. It takes a while. Like, to get to level to wave 50 would take about 4 hours, I think. Proud of myself today because I had like a pretty nice build for the guy.
Ah. I should have said step bro, but yeah, he laughed at that. He's like, sorry. I'm like, it could have been worse. I was like, what are you doing, big brother? Wait, I should have said step bro. What are you doing, step bro? At least he got the reference, I think. At least he wasn't watching porn.
Could be worse, at least he wasn't making porn.
Yeah.
Fuck you, brain. No, fuck you. No. No. I remember something that I didn't want to remember. You bitch. You fucking bitch ass of a brain. Oh. I remember that when I went over to my mom's house, And I slept there for the night. I heard her banging some dude. It was disgusting.
People are people, even our parents. At one time, they were like horny teenagers as well, and they like did things in the back of cars. You know, we don't like to think about that, but it's true. They're just people.
I mean, at that age, it's more understandable, but at this age...
Are you any different than you were when you were a teenager? Or are you still the same, like, idiot, just a little bit older and a little bit wiser?
If anything, I'm thinking more of sex now than when I was a teenager. So
exactly. It's just you'll probably take a little bit less risk. Like, you're probably not going to make out, like, you know, on the side of a road like you would have when you were a teenager. Maybe. I mean, there was somebody that made out like at a shrine in Japan recently, you know. Both of them were adults. You know, and they got caught. So maybe. Maybe not. But like I had a talk with somebody like a year ago about like a lot of the age stuff with sex. Like, it's a hard way to describe it, but like it's the like attraction that people have. Like, usually when you go through, like, shortly after going through puberty, your preferences are kind of set. Like, if you're into older ladies, that's kind of set shortly after you go through puberty. If you're into people of around your age, you're usually not into like the kids your age. Usually, for most, not everyone, but for most people, they're into like the older teenagers, the cooler, like older girls that are around like 16, 17, 18-ish years old, right? For most people. Some people get their first crush on like a 20-year-old, right? And then they're usually into like the older girls around that age for most of their life, right? Some people get their first crush on like a teacher, like a 30-year-old, and then they're kind of into MILFs, right? But usually that preference is set when you're around that age.
What?
What was that? I didn't quite hear what you said. Well, regardless, I had that talk to somebody about, like, this is the reason why, like, a lot of media is, like, you know, obsessed with people of a certain age. Because for most people, their preferences and what they, like, are attracted to. What's up? Yeah? Can you not hear me, Dan?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Your headset got messed up?
I don't know what happened. I stood up from my bed to look at the computer, but nothing's wrong.
Well, I was talking the whole time about how, like, preferences and attraction get kind of set early. And
yeah, I heard you until you said something like, most people prefer older.
Well, like, if you, like, your first crush is, like, on a teacher or something, and then a lot of those people, they like MILFs for the rest of their life. You know, if their first crush is on, like, a 20-year-old, they're usually, like, into those for the rest of their life, like 20-year-old-ish people. But that's the reason why, like, media tends to focus on people of a certain, like, age range, because they know that most people, not everybody, that preference was set into them when they were, like, you know, an early teen on what they were attracted to. And it's usually that 18, like 20-ish range. Because that's where that hot older girl that they, like, their friend's, you know, older sister or whatever, that they got their first real crush into, right? So that... Go ahead.
To be honest, my range is, like, from 30 to, like, 20.
20 to 30? you might have had like a 20-somethings that you had a crush on around then, and then that kind of preference got that set into you.
I did get I did fall in love with the girl that was like 5 years old, younger than me. So that's accurate because I'm 25, so 20.
Yeah, so it's usually that like that first like big.
I haven't been in love with somebody that's older than me.
Yeah.
Not as far as I remember. I mean, a small crush or something, maybe, but
that's usually where that preference comes from. Usually. Like, I can't say it doesn't work for everybody, but usually, and that's why media advertises like in that range when it shows like people and things. They try to pick people in that range because they know that the more often than not, that's going to be people's preference range.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I did have a crush on somebody older.
Sure.
It was my teacher.
Yeah, like I said, that's what usually happens is that it'll be a young teacher that people have a crush on.
She was a young teacher that just barely just got out of college and started teaching. So she was like 24.
Yeah.
And I was like in middle school.
Yeah. And that's how that like that preference for that range kind of gets set as you go through puberty. There's this person around that age. They're really cool. They're funny. They're like attentive. They like care. They're yada, yada, yada. And it just checks a whole bunch of boxes. And then it becomes like a preference for around that age. And we superimpose parts of that person without even thinking about it onto like other people that are around that age, and they become more attractive to us. So, and that's how that usually happens. Again, doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody has that like teacher at just that right time in their life, just that right age, yada, yada. So, yeah. But like I said, I had that discussion with somebody not too long ago about how these preferences get built in, and they last with you for most of your life. Like once that preference is like baked in and you've like learned it, it really does follow you like for like a long time. It's not like it's going to be there forever. You can grow out of it. Circumstances, you could meet some terrible people that are age and that teach you otherwise, but for the most part, it's there.
Okay, please don't laugh. I'll show my screen. Please don't laugh at the way I was looking at middle school.
Sure. I got my edgelord pants in today. They fit, but the wife doesn't like the way they look on me. We're sending them back.
This is the teacher that I was talking about.
Okay. View. Open voice channel. What? I just want to watch the stream. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she's cute. Definitely. But yeah. You didn't have a very good sense of fashion back then.
Fuck you. I was in middle school. What the fuck did you expect from me?
Not much, I guess. This is what I mean by edgelord pants. Hold on, let me get the Rainy got these, and they're too small. They fit, but she doesn't like the way they are too small.
By the way, this is the only person that I get along with from my family.
Who?
She's like
the lady there.
Cousin. Yeah. I was at her wedding when I was like 18. I really like this jacket. Too bad it doesn't fit me anymore.
Let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to open this because it is a US version of
the website.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I should be able to view it. Oh, my uncle got me drunk. Like, this is my face. I was almost piss drunk.
That doesn't look drunk.
I was leaning on the balcony so I could stand.
Hmm.
Okay,
You've seen one of me when I was drunk. My pirate thing.
Oh, these are cool.
Yeah, they're edgelord pants. The problem is because they're tight around the waist there, it kind of buckles. The zipper sort of like buckles a little bit when like so she doesn't like how tight it is there. So I have the extra large. I need to go up to like the extra large. So she doesn't like that it's a little bit tight.
Yeah, I'm never going on the mountain with these guys again.
You're never going on the mountains with those guys again?
I get along with them great. I went at their wedding like a few months ago. But on the mountain, fuck no.
Why not?
Dude, they were running up the mountain.
Oh.
Halfway through, I thought I was gonna have like a fucking heart attack or something. Like, nah.
She really likes these on me, though. These and these. So she really likes those. They're not quite as edgelord. And these. I can't tell you how much time she kept zipping those zippers on that one. She's like, I'm just going to like be grabbing at you all day with these zippers, right? Like, yeah, fine. I'm okay with that. That one pair with the orange, did you see what they do?
Yeah, I've seen the leg.
Yeah, they turn into shorts.
Have like a... Oh, this girl punched me in the face in the first day that I met her.
Yeah, I think you've talked about her before, like she was a good friend.
She used to do boxing, so I rested my shoulder on her head because she was pretty
Just so short.
Yeah. And that was a bad move because I got a fucking uppercut the next second. But yeah. I really don't use Facebook, to be honest. Oh, my puppy. She was small.
How's the dog doing now?
She's pretty good.
That's good.
Here you go.
Very cute. You definitely make some ladies go, "Aww," and then they go, "What happened?"
I got mistaken for a girl a lot when I was small.
Like, you were so cute. Who beat you with an ugly stick? I'm teasing. Dancing motherfucker.
You know the fucking knee in the crotch? Scratch that. I'm fucking tasing you.
I'm kidding, because you're still a good-looking fella.
Yeah, sure. I'm kidding too.
yeah, sure. I'm kidding, really. Is that your real name there?
Kind of, yeah. Hold on.
Why do people use their real names on stuff? Don't do that.
Because it's a thing that I made like 10 years ago.
Never put my real name on anything. If I made one, it would still be like Aurelius or Cyrus. Why I don't use Facebook. I don't want to know who I am.
This was at the wedding. I had such a good time. Too bad the pictures are kind of...
Yeah, blurry as fuck.
Yeah, because we were kind of moving, so that's why. This was when I went with my mom at a play at a not the theater. Or is it the theater?
Theater, yeah, that's where it'd be. You got to quit turning your head up so much in those pictures. Who wants a picture up your nostrils? Why do you do this?
Because if I don't turn my head up, I look like a fucking serial killer. That's why.
You still look like a serial killer. But now we can also see up your nostrils.
Oh, fuck you.
Just not so much. Like tip it back a little bit, but lift the camera up a smidge, right? So it's not literally going like up your nostrils. This would be my advice.
To be fair, I asked for it when I opened Facebook on screen share.
You didn't ask for the advice. That was just given
That wasn't
freely.
as much. That wasn't as much as advice as it was just fucking bullying.
No, they're good pictures. You actually have a good style, like the blue jean shot there. You have confidence in the shot. You've got a good face. Like your expression is good in the shot. The like height of the camera could be a little bit better. And the head tip back is the angle is a little bit too much. The head tip back is fine, right? You're doing good there. I'm not saying not to. I'm just like the angle is a little bit too much, mainly due to like how low the camera is because it's now an up nose shot. So it's like if the camera's a little bit higher, then you're good. So either like
Hold this out. I'm going to the bathroom.
No problem. That would be it. Just lift the camera a little bit. Sabotage. Sabotage, you say?
Okay, I'm back now.
Welcome back. That sounds scary. I'm lying low in the background, ready for action. I'll pounce.
been playing this mini game on a Discord server. We're basically going into dungeons and have items, and you fight different waves and stuff. Holy fuck.
Okay. Sabertage. Buccaneer.
This is the boss on floor 20.
Do you know what Buccaneer is?
So isn't it pirate related?
Yeah, it's basically a pirate.
Well, it fucking wiped us the fuck out. He's struck by thunder, taking 172 damage. Jesus Christ. 163, 161. It fucking wiped us out. Damn. Yeah, we need more damage so it doesn't get to that wave. Because it's no way that we're fucking like staying alive.
Watch yourself. Rainier are on the way.
Which one do I have? I don't have any. Fuck. Yeah, this sucks.
So what did they say? You were a low-level scrub or something? You needed to get stronger?
No, they said like in general we need to get stronger, all of us. I just told them that I can't really do anything right now. Oh, I should check the night market. Not that I have any coins to buy stuff, but just so I know what I have. Nothing useful for me. It was using Muddy Shell, I think. Oh, yeah, this guy.
On this cold and lonely eve, spare a thought for tractor jockeys, rail agents, and lone travelers making their way, trying to bring a little joy to people's lives, one shipment at a time.
What is the build on this?
Hmm. Not very much that I can do.
Nope.
I switched to the game itself, since it probably wouldn't have sound or anything if it was the screen.
Mm.
I don't think I'm going to sleep anymore.
Mm.
Well, I tried to sleep. I don't have a fucking ounce of sleep in me. I'm wide awake.
No, I don't like that one. I renamed my weapon that I've been using recently to Bonk Prime. It's very funny.
Sometimes Ordis likes to assume he knows nothing. Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
Murder Banshee.
Yeah, that was not a good idea.
Sorry.
Maybe I'll try it this way. I put a modifier on which all enemies spawn as elite. And they're kind of tough to fight when you don't have any items. And I said it was done because I picked the guy that was melee.
multitude of creatures you have immortalized.
Ooh.
What's up?
Got a good item.
Oh, nice.
Ah! Damn it.
Ah! 38% of the damage.
Oh god.
What happened?
The boss. It's gonna be a bitch to kill. Cause it works as a leech for bosses too. So it's not a normal boss, it's like a elemental one. Yep. Let's try Wally. Maybe Wally's better. The fuck?
I have opened a new data conduit. Proceed
44% of the damage.
The conduit is closing fast. Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
Glad you like my doghouse.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
It's the I can just dual box that. My frames are going to be crap.
Three of them at the same time? Come on.
I've got like 4 frames a second.
What?
Dual boxing. Is it possible to pause that game?
This one?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it actually pauses.
Because I'm in single player. If I wasn't, then you wouldn't be able to.
Let's see if I can do this. Pushing my PC to the limit right now.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Now, I'm going to only have like 2 or 3 frames per second because I still have Warframe open. I don't expect any FPS.
Okay.
Ooh. At about like 1 frame per second. Where did I end up? Alright, do I have to jump or something? I did have to jump. I'm like, I can't go. Just think of it like a series of images.
Yay! PowerPoint slideshow.
Yeah. Because it's like, ugh. Okay, can I jump over this? Nope. Can I go under it? Yes. I have to go underneath that because I couldn't jump over it. So that's that little doghouse that I made. You can get a little bit better look at it like this, even it being a slideshow, because I'm dual boxing 2 different games at the same time. And streaming, and watching her stream. Oh, those poor little robots. Oh, I fell in. The trick to it, though, what's important is these little panels here are important. They're half a 2 meter block on each side, and that's important. And there's another 2 meter block underneath it. So what happens is the doggos won't jump into the pit on their own, right? So can I jump up this? Come on, register a jump. Good, it did. Okay, so the doggos will follow me up the ramp, right, onto this thing. And then I'll drop down inside, right? And the doggos will stand up here on top of this. And then I'll delete this one that they're standing on, which makes them fall down into the trap. And they're still trapped because of this corner piece. Ugh. And this ramp. And this corner piece. They still can't get out. Right? Because of those. So they'll follow me into the center area. Okay. And then I can just copy the half the 2-meter block to my side, and then just put it back once they followed me into the center area. And then they're all trapped in the center area. And then I can just come by and be like, yo, guys, do you got stuff for me? And press E on them and collect one after the other. Like, see, they each has a bunch of inventory. So this is a little farm that I made. But yeah, it's a nice little trap for them. And it gives them a little roof and a shelter and shade and yada, yada, yada. So they have a nice little cute. And yeah, I have like 5 of them in there right now. Okay, I'm going to turn this game off before it melts my computer. Running 2 things at once. And a stream. Come on. I got to get the menu to come up. Tell you what, let me tab out and stop streaming it. That'll free up a couple frames. Yeah, that was enough to get the... enough to exit to the desktop. Yeah, I want to exit the game. I don't need to save. Okay. Oof. Computer's like, what the hell, man? Alright, now Warframe caught up. It's finally like, oof. Okay, Banshee's leveled up. I mean, I'm guessing that's fine. You have a good night, Abiel. You have a good day if it's daytime. That works too. Yeah, I don't really need more status chance. You are injured. Saren, let's do your thing.
You are a true hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without you?
Oh, I'm dead. Or not?
You don't look dead.
Yeah, I might die now. Or not.
Run away! Oops. It's nearly impossible to kill these guys.
Who?
Behemoths.
The ones I'm fighting, or?
Nah, the ones I'm fighting. Behemoths. I'm just doing a build and it can't kill them. I'm just laying into them forever and they're like, no. No, we don't die. One finally died. That's two. Three. Yeah. I could just kill them quicker with a lot of other Warframes. On everything other than this, the build's fine. Those guys, it sucks.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Did you die?
I beat the boss and I died.
So you beat him and then you died just right after, so like a random mob?
Yeah.
Nah, that does suck.
Trying this again, but I'm turning off the elite enemy stuff. There's no way I can do that alone. I've tried multiple characters, but there's no way.
I mean, you could try getting good. Have you thought about that?
Oh, fuck you. I'd like to see you try smart ass.
Let me bring my Mirage in there and I'll beat the boss. No problem. I'll bonk him. 2 bonks, he'll be dead. I did a cool thing the other day. I went negative in numbers. Excuse me. I posted it so that the people could see the Warframe channel. I hit something so hard in a mission that the game couldn't calculate how much damage I did. So it showed a negative number. It was negative 2 billion damage. But yeah. Your negative number, that's when you know you broke the game.
Operator, I've run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Time is it? It's still pretty early. I feel like it's much, much later. Just for, not sleeping yesterday. I've already had 2 energy drinks. Excuse me. Oh. I don't know, I'm so tired I might end the stream early. Got most of the stuff I needed done. I think that's going to do it. Yeah, I'm just too tired right now to keep going. So, I want to thank everybody who stopped by. Peace, take care, stay safe, try to be good to each other. We only have this one chance. I'm out.